It was a Year 11 religious education lesson about peace and war. We all entered the classroom and we were told to take our usual seats. In front of us there were a pile of pink cards, a pile of red cards, a black marker pen and 2 envelopes. We had to write a positive on the pink card and a negative on the red card about each person in the room and place them in their envelope. On the back of our positive envelopes we wrote, "Open this when you're having a bad day," to remind us of all the good in our lives and the positive opinions and outlooks people have on us. However, on the negative envelopes, we sealed them up, took them one by one to the front of the classroom and put them in the shredder. Our teacher asked us if we could rebuild our negative envelopes. We all replied no. Our teacher then quoted, "It is better for us to let go of the negatives in our life than it is focusing and remembering them and developing a war in our head. But it is also better to be reminded of the positives in our life to keep our minds at peace." Key message within the piece is throwing away the negativity and maintaining the positivity for a successful outcome. More specifically, trying to develop a positive social bond between members of the group, interacting thoughts and emotions and channeling them within a positive manner. Experienced worked from the moment we entered the room. Even though the classroom settings and topic choice remained the same, the approach that the teacher took to presenting the message was different. However, I feel this approach cannot be delivered to the same class more than once. The initial stimulus was the interest in what others' opinions were of us, showing a self-centred individual approach towards our learning, which could be the representation of war. Before we all came together socially to share our positives representing peace. This meant that there were no correct answers, just us trying to find a strong correlation between what we believed to be right and wrong. The approach the teacher took to deliver the end message was incomplete and required cooperation to achieve, meaning our opinions were irrelevant, but the ability to comprehend and follow the instructions helped for the outcome to be conclusive. This means that the teacher still had full control over the session, but allowed space for students to freely express themselves within the guidelines. I feel this relates to Jerome Bruner's theory of discovery learning, as he said students should not be presented with the subject matter in its final form, but required to organise it themselves, to discover for themselves relationships that exist among the items of information. This encourages autonomy and self-independence, but may have prevented teachers from discovering any problems understanding the outcomes in which the students may have had, but offered scope for students to realise there are ultimate solutions to life's problems. Bruner also believed that education should follow a spiral curriculum, revisiting particular concepts and ideas throughout various education experiences, which the idea of maintaining the positive thoughts was allowing us to develop upon. Can also be related to David Kolb's experiential learning cycle, in where we have reflective observation, reviewing the experience which had taken place during the lesson. This was achieved from observing, listening and participating to assimilate an answer. The idea of reflecting on the session allowed us to diverge from initial opinions of the stimulus, encouraging us to think on a wider scale. This approach reassured learners that you can look back on your learning experiences in a positive manner, highlighting the influential elements with the most successful impacts and reflecting upon the experiences. These learning experiences are important, as it's these interactive methods of learning allowing me to engage with my peers which are personally more memorable.
Created using Powtoon.